Hello, hello, hello. Check 1, 2. Hello everybody, how's everybody doing? Alright, turn the music down a little bit. And here we are. Here I am. Oh, there I am. I'm over there. I'm not over there. I'm not over there. Not over there. Wait a minute. I'm over there. Now I'm over there? I'm confused. I'm over there. Turn that music down. Hello, how's everybody doing out there? My name is Gali. If you didn't know that, well, you just haven't been paying attention. I got all kinds of bells and whistles in this crazy little room here. This room right here. I got another camera angle today. Oh, shut up. It's not funny anymore. It wasn't even funny a while ago. Hello, Hank. Hello, everybody on Periscope. Any replay viewers, thank you for stopping by. Are we just going to look at an empty studio? What? Where am I? Oh, there I am. Happy start of the weekend. Happy Friday. It's freaking Friday. And I don't have anything set up right. Okay, where am I going here? I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn this over. Here's a camera angle here just to see if this is going to work for the drums. For when I play the drums. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to change some settings, and let's see, we've got this camera angle here for the keys, and all this mess here for anybody that wants to look at all this mess that I've got going on here, all these bells and whistles. Let's see, we can turn this guy this way a little bit more to show the extra monitors. So I got a monitor here, 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 3 monitors on the main computer. I got the sound effects on this guy here running into the mixing board here. Just for those sounds, I actually do have a cricket sound in there too. For those special occasions when everybody gets bored and I do stuff that's boring, which is pretty much all the time, right? Yeah. Pretty much. So we got a busy schedule today. Please play some songs to make us think. Cool. It was hot today. Shall I play some winter music? Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. How's that? Is that cool enough? That's a cool song, isn't it? And hello, Sharon just popped in. It's about time. You people are late. I started streaming right before 5 o'clock. So you people are late. That's it. We're going to have to start all over again. We haven't done anything yet. So, like I said, we have a busy schedule today. Shut up. We have a busy schedule today. The intro music was Adelaide, which was my very first recording of me actually playing drums. So that's an interesting thing. Let's see, here we go. Kick that start on there again. And that's this drum kit over here. That TD7 drum kit. So that's my very first attempt at drumming. A real drummer will probably listen to that and go, dude, you suck. But it's fun for me. All right, we'll listen to that later. I'll close with the credits with that piece when we close. So I'm going to turn that guy off. And we got, let's see, Flowers Don't Grow is going to be the first song. I'm going to talk about last night's gig at Vista Valley, just a few moments after that song. And we're going to do a cover tune after that, which I don't even know what I'm going to do. I think I'll do a Peter Frampton song. How's that? Baby, I Love Your Way. I didn't even put that in my schedule. Which is actually, there's a funny story on that song, Peter Frampton's Baby, I Love Your Way. We actually did that song in church. Or was it that one? Oh, no, it was Show Me the Way by Peter Frampton. We did that song in church, and I sang the lead on it, and it was really funny because the song was actually written about sex. But, you know, the church service, they turned it into all about God and Show Me the Way, and it was actually kind of funny as I was singing. It was really difficult for me not to laugh. Hello, Colonel. The Colonel is in the house. My voice, if you haven't noticed, my voice is maybe a little bit deep because when I play out live and I play for like 3 or 4 hours, my voice the next day is a little deep, which is going to be interesting to play and sing Peter Frampton, but it'll work. We got gadgets. I like gadgets. I'm going to do my song Still Breathing. I got a video clip called New Star that's going to be kind of a long clip, but it's some space images and stuff that I did. Hello again, Colonel Parker. Vavoom. And we got Hank in the house. We got Seeking to Find joined. The Twilight Mind. Hello, hello. And somebody's probably popping in going, I thought there was going to be music here. But, we don't do music. So I am live on Periscope and YouTube. We're running at 1080p on YouTube. We'll see if that works okay. If not, and we're going to do the song Flowers Don't Grow. Written by me. And one of these days, I'm going to actually record it in the studio and do something with it. Okay, we're going to have special effects. Studio hands need to roll the special effects. Now, can you guys do that for me? Thank you. I didn't tune my guitar. Let's see if it's in tune. Of course it's going to be in tune. It's a Taylor, and I've got Elixir strings, which are the most awesome things in the world. If anybody out there plays a guitar, Elixir strings. I don't make any money off of them. I make music off of them. That was stupid. Okay, can we get a different video? This one's a little... thank you. Whoa. Oh, we gotta see the eyeball again. Let's go back and see the eyeball again. I love that. All right, now let's get back to business here. So my guitar was a little stressed out last night. I had to play for 3.5 hours. Was it 3.5? Almost 4 hours, actually. And we'll talk about that after I'm done with this song. This song was actually inspired by a friend who was dating a girl, and she was just kind of leading him on because I think she had another guy that she was seeing. And he just didn't know what to do. And I said, you know what? If you don't water a flower, it'll die. And then it made me think, oh, that's a good topic for a song. I won't wait around forever. Don't grow in her yard.
a drink, I'm a little thirsty. This desert world has left me dry. I'm so afraid to face the sun. Long for the rain. Oh, see our promises of love, and all I get is pain. Empty. The fruit has withered on the vine. If I need some kind of answers, please tell me why. Flowers don't grow in her yard, 'cause if you don't water them, they'll die. I need a drink, I'm so thirsty. This desert world has left me dry. I'm so afraid to face the sun. I long for the rain. No, promises of love, but all I get is pain. I'm so afraid to face the sun. I long for the rain. Promises of love, but all I get is pain.
All right, we're just going to kill that song there. timing wasn't really working on my looping station here. I just adjusted it, and it may be way off on the timing, so I'm just going to do a really quick test on that right now. Alright, that was just a test. Yeah, my timing on my looping station here is a little off, but we'll deal with it. So, last night's gig at Vista Valley. First of all, let's apologize that it got cut off, but of course, my phone ran out of battery, so I had my laptop there and a camera, and I was going to set everything up, and I realized I was missing one cable to connect the camera to the laptop, so that wasn't going to work. Didn't realize I didn't have an audio interface because my laptop actually does not have an audio input. I have to use my M audio device to go in, and that cable was missing also. How many things could go wrong? So I decided to use my cell phone, and I didn't have a charging cable. Blame the cable. Yeah, I didn't even have a charging cable with me. I looked in my bags and stuff. I didn't have one in my car because I took everything out. And so I just did a Periscope stream straight from my phone, straight from the microphone in the phone, which, is not the best quality anyway. So everybody heard a lot of background noise, and then I noticed the battery was getting really low, so I dimmed the screen as dim as I could make it to save battery as long as I could, and it lasted as long as it could. And that's when I'd noticed everybody said froze. I'm like, this is impossible. I can't freeze. What's that noise? It can't freeze. It's too freaking cold. I mean, too freaking hot. There's no freezing going on. So anyway, that's my story. So next month, when I'm playing Vista Valley, I may play, because I play there one Thursday out of the month for their happy hour, and next month I'm supposed to be on every third Thursday, but next month I may be the first Thursday because some guests specifically requested me for a special event they have going on. So I will let you know as soon as I know. Now, on the second Thursday of every month, I actually run video for an inventors forum here in San Diego. So every second Thursday of the month, I will not be performing. Sorry. Where's the, is it crickets? No. Anyway. Yes, the display on any of your devices uses up a lot of juice. So if you can turn down your display, it may help preserve the battery a little bit. So next song. Oh, Peter Frampton. That's right. I am missing my capo. Where is my capo? I just bought 2 new capos, and I can't find either one of them. So I'm going to use this old one here. So, Baby, I Love Your Way, like I said earlier, we did Show Me the Way in church, which was fun. Not an easy song to play solo. It just doesn't. I've tried it a few times. It just doesn't really work out for me. Not really fond of that. Is that camera zoomed out? There we go. Need to zoom that camera out a little bit. And that one right there is good. Maybe another one. Buy another one. Buy another capo. Yeah, the capos I like for some reason are really expensive. And I have a music student that keeps losing things, so I gave him one of my good capos because he keeps losing his. But you gotta give him a break. All right, I'll be back to discuss more stuff about Vista Valley Country Club as soon as I come back after this song. Hello, Bernadette.
Shadows close so long before my eyes, and the moving across the bay. Suddenly the day turns into night, far away from the city. Don't hesitate. Your love one way. Hey, hey. Ooh, baby, I love you way. I wanna tell you I love you way. Ooh, I wanna be with you night and day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shine like the sky with the help of some firefly. I wonder how they have power to shine, shine, shine. I can see them under the pine, but don't hesitate. Your love one way. Hey, hey. Ooh, baby, I love you way. Every day I wanna tell you I love you way. Ooh, I wanna be with you night and day. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sunset in your eyes, brown and gray, blue besides, clouds are stocking, islands in the sun. I wish I could buy one out of the season, but don't hesitate. Your love one way. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, baby, I love you way. Every day I wanna tell you I love you way. I wanna be with you night and day. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hello, Lauren? Is it Laura Roberts? Hello, Laura Roberts. Hey, where's Brian? Aren't you? I don't see Brian in here. What's Brian doing? Brian's dogs. Where's Brian's dogs? Ooh, Batman. Wait, I am Batman. Wait, we have the real Bruce Wayne pops in once in a while, so watch out. Everything's a little low in my studio here. So let me see. Let it rain. It don't come easy. No, I have not tried that one yet. I've been a little preoccupied. I'm sorry. All right, so the next segment is I Like Gadgets, and this is a very quick, simple thing here. It's a very simple, I'm just going to be direct. It's a direct box. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. It's a high-performance passive direct injection box is what they call it, but they just call it a DI box or a direct box. And musicians use these things because not every input and output and everything is compatible. And what this does is it changes the impedance. It changes the impedance so that it matches whatever device you're using. And this is what I could have used last night and should have used last night if I would have had it with me to go directly into the phone. And I'm going to try that next month, but I'm also going to try experiment with it here. Could we have a CCR song tonight? Yes, we can do a CCR song tonight. But I bought a little cable here quite some time ago, and it feeds audio and video, or I mean audio out and audio in to a cell phone thing. So you can plug a microphone in here or an input, and the other one you just don't use it. You know, I could plug my headphones into it, but I might actually do that just for some feedback to listen. But I plug this guy, this direct box. Can we zoom in on that? I'm going to plug this direct box in to the output speaker, one of the speaker outputs, because that's way too high to go into the phone. So this box is necessary for that because I don't have a direct output from my mixer, from my little amp. So I go in here, then I come out there, and I have a cable that will plug right into this cable, and then this cable plugs right into the phone, and then of course I will have an adapter on the phone so I can keep the phone charged, and that way I may not need to set up the whole laptop when I'm playing out, because that gets to be a pain, setting up the laptop and then getting a input box or a webcam hooked up on it, and so that's what I'm going to do there. Anyway, so that's the I Like Gadgets. And speaking more about Vista Valley, the people there are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They say I'm their favorite, so a little bragging there. But to use effects pedals, not when I play out. And right now, all I'm doing is going through a little reverb in my studio mixer here. With just an acoustic guitar, I don't do anything fancy schmancy, as Sharon just said. My day was fantastic. Thank you for asking, Bernadette. It was kind of uneventful. Went to 7-Eleven, went for a drive along the beach. It's a Friday thing, Friday and weekend thing, Friday and Saturday thing. We do that, go to 7-Eleven and then drive along the beach like... Wow, that's loud. So, yeah, we go there. Let's see. It's nice along the coast. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Where's the drive? Oh, there it is. There's a drive through Carlsbad. There's a power station there. So that's where we went today. This morning, get my big soda fix and all that. So what was I talking about? Oh, Vista Valley. The people there are wonderful. The staff is wonderful, and they always hook me up with some food at the end of the evening. I don't take breaks when I play out, so I just usually get my food to go at the end of the evening and take it home with me. But the members, it's a private membership club. So the members a lot of times don't carry cash with them, so a lot of times I don't get very good tips. Last night was actually even worse than usual, so I didn't get very many tips, but it was really funny. I mentioned it to you guys last night while I was streaming that it's funny how some people will walk past and they'll try not to make eye contact. And this happens everywhere. They'll try not to make eye contact because they don't want to put a tip in the jar. And they feel like if they make eye contact, they're going to feel obligated to put a tip in the jar. And it's really actually just kind of funny to see which ones will do it and which ones don't. And what's also funny is the people with the most money tip the least. So, you got to figure out how'd they come up with all their money. Yeah, they don't give it away. All right, so next thing I've got on my topic was is my song still breathing? Maybe I'll do a CCR song, Creedence Clearwater song before that, because I have Nights in White Satin coming up. Acoustic version of that is obviously Nights in White Satin is one of my favorite songs, but well, it's not obvious, but it's obviously without all the instrumentals and stuff, it's completely different. So let's see. How about Bad Moon Rising by CCR? Did Van Goat just pop in? Van Goat. Yay, everybody say hi. You're the man. Oh, you guys talking about Bass Guy? Plays live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If that's who you're talking about, because Bass Guy does. Oh yeah, I saw Danny on the Bass Guy show today. Oh yeah, I popped in. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays catch Bass Guy. He's 1 p.m. Eastern time, and yeah, Jack and I have known each other for years since. I mean, he and I first started on Concert Window years ago, about the same time, and we became pretty good friends. He's awesome and super nice guy. So catch his show any chance you get. And I'm going to do this song here and stop babbling. Roll the effects.
I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Well, don't go around tonight, and it's bound to change your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I feel rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Well, don't go around tonight, well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Got your things together. Hope you aren't quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye. Well, don't go around tonight, well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Well, don't go around tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise.
So this next song is Still Breathing and was the first song I wrote Not the first instrumental. I wrote an instrumental right after my motorcycle wreck in 2006, but this is the first song I actually wrote after my accident. When that feeling you get when you're laying in a puddle of blood on the highway and you wonder if you're still breathing, and you're able to continue to do things in life. This was my song I wrote after my accident. So many roads, I've been cut so many times, and I'm still bleeding. It gets so hard to keep from falling. So many scars, and I'm still bleeding. You hear me cry. I keep on feeling, I keep on needing. I'm still breathing. Can't you feel my heart? It keeps on beating, it keeps on believing. Oh, it doesn't seem so cold when I'm not alone, when I'm safe and warm, and I'm still breathing. It doesn't seem so hard, all the pain I keep inside, 'cause it makes me realize that I'm still breathing.
still breathing. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing.
Okay, so that was a very extended version of that song. I apologize. Sometimes I get carried away. I just like blending things in, and I know that gets a little redundant at times, so I apologize. I'm redundant, what can I say? I just keep repeating things over and over again. I like to say things over and over again. Boy, you can say that again. All right, so the next thing on the list is a video. And this video today is two things. There's two parts, two musical pieces in this video. Now these videos, oh my God, where'd I go? Stop that. This video I made, I used a program called Celestia, and I created, I went and recorded CGI planets and stuff and positioned them and made videos off of it. So I hope you enjoy it. The first musical piece is called Gabriel's Intro. It's just a whole bunch of me doing vocals. And the rest, the second piece is one of my instrumentals, and right off the top of my head, I can't even remember what that one is. I think it's not freelance. It might be freelance. Yeah, I think it's. Well, I'll figure it out and I'll tell you. I promise. Well, thank you for the super hearts, spaceman. So please enjoy this video. It's how long is this video? Oh my gosh, it's 5 minutes and 22 seconds long. So enjoy. I'll be back. And yeah, so basically, let's see. There's a story behind this video. I was actually starting to work on doing a music video with like 3 different musical pieces in it. And what this does is this video is just kind of a test, but it starts out from the planet Mercury, and then goes to Venus, and then Earth, and then goes through the solar system. Then it goes out into space, and I did a thing where I overlaid the constellations, and then I moved the view back as if you were zipping back away from where we are in space, and what the constellations would look like from out there, even though all the stars are dotted in and everything. It's a long story. Just watch the video, and hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I'll be right back, and roll it, play it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was called, that video is called New Star. And I've got a story after this next song called Danny versus the Sleeping Bag. A sleeping bag almost killed me. Will be today's story after this song.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed, these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through, they can't understand. Some tried to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. Just what you want to be, you'll be in the end. 'Cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Guilty I've always missed, these eyes before. Just what the truth is, but I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you. 'Cause I love you.
Thank you. So now the next thing on the agenda is Danny versus the sleeping bag. Now, as many people kill that stuff, push that button right there, boom, everything goes dark. Everything behind me is black. It's just this main camera. Brian, where you been? Isn't that your wife that popped in earlier? She's here. Thank you, Total News Network. What's your name? Here's a name. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for following me. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm lost. I have no clue where I'm going, so at least we'll be lost together. So Danny versus a sleeping bag. As many of you know, let's see. Jake, I'll try to remember that. Jake, where are you from? And Bernadette is back. Where'd you go, Bernadette? What happened? And Colonel Vavoom is still here, or Colonel Parkila. And let's see, who else is here? I think Monet. Is Monet here? Monet's still here. Monet is from Minneapolis. Well, not Minneapolis, just Minnesota. But and Sharon is from Abilene. Dun, 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 dun. Long Island. How long is that island? Okay. So anyway, the next thing is a lot of people know about my trip around the country. So I'm going to pop in right here and show you this guy. Has anybody ever been to Florida Keys and Key West? That is a giant monster lobster sculpture that's in the Florida Keys on the highway down to Key West. And here's another shot. Here's a picture of me in front of that giant lobster back in 2002. And in 2002, let's zoom out of this guy. Where is it? Boom. There we go. Oh wow, you can see him from a satellite view. Giant freaking. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong one. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So we zoomed out. It's right in the middle there is the crazy lobster. So, but that's a side story to where I'm going with this story here. But there's Key West. Let's rotate that to compass heading. Boom. So if you've never been down to the Florida and Florida Keys, there's this bridge. There's all these islands on your way to Key West, and there's bridges, and there's this highway that goes all the way down there. Zip around here. And it goes through all these little towns and stuff, and then there's some of these really super long bridges. And it's really kind of cool down there. I mean, it's really pretty, and we can just grab this guy down here. We'll go get a street view of one of these bridges. Yeah. And there's been lots of movies and stuff filmed there, but here's where I'm going with this. Shall I go here and go, Danny? It's got Galixy.net. My motorcycle trip around the country, the Great American Adventure. We're going to click on this, and then we're going to go to the map. Boom, view by map. And right down here, Keys, Florida Keys. There's my motorcycle on the left there. I'm going to show a picture of that here in a moment. But, yeah, so let's get to the nitty-gritty here. There's a picture of me, and then the sleeping bag was attached to the back of the motorcycle with a strap. So what I did was I took a bungee cord, and I wrapped the sleeping bag up, tied the sleeping bag up, and I took a bungee cord and went through the middle of the sleeping bag, and then I hooked the bungee cord onto other stuff where I had everything hooked in. There is a picture of the bike without anything on it. And here is a picture of the bike with everything on it for the motorcycle trip around the country. So, here's what happened. Let's see if I can zoom in on this picture here. You can see the straps I had had everything hooked up, these bags and everything hooked up, and there you can see the red strap going through the sleeping bag. There's the tent right in front of the sleeping bag, but you can see that red strap going through the sleeping bag. Well, you know what happened? That hook came loose. And so while I was going down to the Florida Keys, and I was hitting those bridges, there's another shot of the guitar, of the bike with all the gear on it. That beige bag is actually a travel guitar. So here's a picture. I think this one, where is this one? This one was in North Dakota. Been riding a motorcycle for 28 years. Well, what you don't do is you don't put the strap around where it can come loose. So there's the red strap there, and then in this picture here, there's a different bungee cord going through the middle of the sleeping bag, but it was hooked and it was tight and it wasn't going anywhere. And for the most of the trip, where's that map? I was getting close to the end of the trip. Let's go to the interactive map again. Here, we'll zoom in on that. Can we zoom in on that, please? Thank you. Thank you. Zoom in. There's a map. As I went around the country, getting down to the bottom of the Florida Keys I was almost finished with my trip, and then coming up the coast up to Washington, D.C. was going to be the end of the trip. So I'd gone over 30,000 miles already on a motorcycle. So let's see. There's a shot of the motorcycle. There's a shot of the motorcycle. There's a shot of the motorcycle. Oh, here's Baja. Here's a picture in Baja. And here's a picture in Alaska where I wrapped everything up because, everything would get wet. But here's what happened. While I was hitting all the bumps on all the bridges in Key West, the hook came loose from the sleeping bag, and the sleeping bag gradually dropped down to the back of the motorcycle, and it got caught in the back wheel of the motorcycle, and it jammed the sleeping bag all the way up into the frame of the motorcycle so hard that it locked up the motorcycle, and it jacked up the back end of the motorcycle as far as it would go. And I was going about 70 miles per hour because I was wanting to get down to the Key West. It was like 9:30 at night. There's no cars around. And the motorcycle locked up and started skidding down the highway, and the back end started sliding sideways, and I'd try to correct it, and then it'd slide the other way, and I'd try to correct it. And every time I went sliding sideways, I just thought, just get off, just jump off, let the bike go. But I rode the bike all the way till it stopped skidding, and probably about, I'm thinking it was like about 12 football fields long, that skid. But take a motorcycle 70 miles per hour and just lock up the whole back end and see how far you go. It's probably about 20 yards. I don't know. It, like I said, it felt like 12 football fields. But anyway, and everything's rushing in my head, and I think I'm about to die and be dead out here in the middle of nowhere on these bridges in the Florida Keys. So then the bike's stuck in the middle of the road, right? There's nothing. There's no way I can move it because let's see, I'm going to zoom myself down. Here we go. We're going to shrink me. Okay, now I'm smaller. Okay. So if you can see the wheel right here, right there, that's where the sleeping bag all just kind of compiled there, and everything was extended up. And I had all this gear on here, so the bike is like about 500 pounds, and the gear is about 100 pounds. People were saying, you got so much stuff on there, but it was less than 100 pounds of stuff because it was just clothes and things. So it's at night. The bike is in the middle of the freaking highway, and I can't move it because it's locked up. And the bike is, heavy. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get it off the road. And this guy pulls up in this old beat up van, this old guy, He rolls down the window and he goes, "You need to get that thing off the road." And at that point, I'm shaking. I'm just like, my whole body's shaking. And I said, "Do you think?" And he got all flustered and he drove off. But I was thinking it would have been nice to have some help. So what I did was I actually physically picked up the bike and drug it off the side of the road. Then I had to get a knife out and cut the sleeping bag out from in all this mechanism here. And I didn't know if the bike was going to work. I mean, I thought the bike was just trashed because it locked up so hard. It was just, boom, dead. I thought for a second that the chain got wrapped up in something and just, because I had no idea that the sleeping bag was on there. And then once I could see what was going on, there was still, the other strap was still on attached to the sleeping bag and was stretched all the way down underneath all that mechanism. And I was able to cut everything in, and it took me a long time to cut that sleeping bag pieces out and get it out. And believe it or not, that bike started right up, just like nothing. That was the toughest motorcycle. That's the one that I almost got killed on later, but that's a different story. I think I told that one Wednesday. Bring the knife. What a mess. It was the scariest freaking thing. That was probably the extent of the scary things on my trip around the country on that motorcycle. There's stories of moose up in Alaska. There was a semi-truck in Mexico that almost ran me over. But that was the scariest moment right there, because just sliding that, skidding down the highway with a motorcycle was just... So the next day, okay, so that night I was actually just going to find a place to hide in somewhere in Key West, but I was shaking so bad I went to a motel and I needed to get a room, and so I could clean up and relax and chill. So I got me a room somewhere. I went to get something to eat, and then I went back to the room and I was still shaking. But the next day, driving around Key West, was really funny because there's this. If you can see the bald spot on that tire, because that long skid ground off the tire. So as I'm driving around Key West the next day, I keep feeling this bump, 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 bump. And I thought, man, these roads in Key West are really crappy. I finally pulled over and looked at the wheel, and it was really soft. You could push in where that bald spot is, and it was really soft. So the day after that, up the highway, and in what's the next stop up past Key West and Miami and stuff? I stopped to play at a motorcycle place, and they actually gave me a free tire. They had a spare tire. They gave me a free tire. They put it on for me for free, and they were just awesome. So yeah, if you go to my Great American Adventure, there's that. I'm going to copy and paste that, so I'm not sure if you can hit these shortcuts, but there's the shortcut to that trip around the country. And yeah, so Melbourne, Florida is where I got a new tire, and then made it the rest of the way up to Washington, D.C. But that was that was Danny versus the sleeping bag. So that's my story there. Florida Keys, Key West, beautiful place. Yeah, if you've never been, it's beautiful down there. Like you can see, I mean, the water is just so amazing. And there's a bunch of pictures of it on my website. Key West. Where's Key West? And then I went to the very southern tip of Key West, which is down here. The southernmost point is actually not the southernmost point, because this thing right here that's the southernmost point that it says is the southernmost point is not the southernmost point. These people's property right there is further south, and so is this whole military installation over here. So It's just a funny thing. But there's a thing. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's that thing right in the middle. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, let's turn around. All the tourists look at this thing, and it says southernmost point of the United States, and it's not. It's really clear. It's beautiful down there. So if you ever get a chance to go to Florida and go to Key West, it's a long drive down that highway, let me tell you. Bridge after bridge after bridge. We went just a few years ago, actually. We took a cruise, a Caribbean cruise, and when we came back, we got a rental car and drove down to the bottom tip of Florida Keys. And it was awesome. So, all right, so I'm going to blow myself back up here. Hold on a second. Oh, wait. Oh, whew. All right, what's next on the list of things to do? I gotta look at this thing. Is it time? Is it time for the improv song? So for the improv song, I need people to give me a random number between 1 and 12, and then this chart. Oh, this thing over here. I will. She went on a cruise down there. Okay, so random number between 1 and 12, and that will specify our first key, our first chord. Or note that we're going to use in the improv song. So give me a number from 1 to 12. And I got an 8, and I got a 4. All right, so let's get me out of the way here, and let's blow this thing up here again. Zoom in on this guy here. And now I'm going to go over here, and we're going to randomize this guy. And go, boop, 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 boop. Is everybody done with your numbers here? There's an 8 and a 4 and a 10. I'll try to use all 3 of them, but sometimes that doesn't work, but I will use the first one. So we're going to randomize this. Where is that? Oh, randomize range. There it is. Boom. And everything's random. All right, so the first number is an 8, and the first chord is going to be C. Oh, thank you. Q. Monet's gets in timeout. You have to go to the corner. Monet's in timeout. Oh, jeez. Yay, Sharon picked a C. And Monet picked the C. 8 is a C. 4 is a C sharp. Yeah, we're not gonna do that because that'd be a. And the number 10 would be a D sharp. Wow, every time. All right, so I'm going to use the C, but first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play the drums. Well, first thing I'm going to do is get that stupid thing off the screen and put me on there. Okay, now we're back. Drums. Today I moved the drums slightly over a little bit more, and I put my drum stool there because this chair, I fixed this chair yesterday. Before I went to the country club, I fixed this chair and I oiled the wheels more, and it just goes all over the place. So when I try to play the drums on this thing, I just kind of rolls away. So let's see. So I'll move the drum slightly over a little bit more and put a stool there. And let's see if this camera angle will work here. And I'm going to make up a drum beat to start this C and yeah, I'm going to go with C. Let's just go with C. Hold on. timing's not working. I reset my looping station. Now I gotta chant. Now I gotta tweak it a little bit more again. This is a horror film. Today's magic song is gonna be a horror film. Do them. No, you can't do it now that you've seen the letters. See if I can do this, really. No, I'm just going to stick with the C. Let's do that. My egg shaker didn't work too well. C. G. C. G. B flat. There we go. So we got C and a G and then a B flat and an F. My wrist is really hurting today. Let's just add some piano. So I put an octave on the bass so you can actually hear it. But now something's popping. I got something that was too loud. So I have to kick those down and watch those. Get rid of the egg shaker. I'm going to delete that egg shaker. I don't like that thing. can't think of words. I'm still drawing one. I'll be your net. You'll be my sleeping bag. It's not the kind that wants to kill me. I'm at a loss here. Stuff down here. I want to thank everybody for coming. I was one other thing I was going to share about last night at the country club. This guy came by after I did Bruce Springsteen, I'm on Fire, and as he walked by, he's like, "Dude, you just played my favorite song." And I felt like saying, well, if it was your favorite song, why didn't you put some freaking money in my tip jar? But, you know, the inside voice, it's good that I can actually keep the inside voice inside when I need to. Won't let you do hearts now. Oh, you probably refresh it, because that's happened to me before. Everybody else can do hearts. I can do hearts. Oh, look at me. I'm giving myself hearts. I love myself. Oh, what can I say? And, I'm purple. Why am I purple? I'm purple. So that's. I think I'm going to call that the show today. I'm going to go jump in the pool. It is so sweaty here. I cleaned the pool today, so I get to enjoy it, right? And I apologize, I'm just kind of not really with it today. I don't know what it is, or whatnot, but maybe because I was tired from last night, because, you know. But it shouldn't bother me. 109 there. Well, that's Abilene. You live in a freaking... You're like one layer above hell down there. It gets really hot in Abilene. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to kick on the piece Adelaide, so I apologize I'm not playing any longer today, but I really appreciate everybody for coming. You're all wonderful. I love you all. Peace, love, and hugs. And where's the Adelaide? Let's kick this down. I kind of stunk at the improv song today, I think. I mean, this is, I don't know, it's just kind of lame if you ask me. And I need to tweak my timing on this looping program again. I got to try to figure out why it gets out of time, and I keep having to change my settings. The thing that they call the latency is latency, so that it's supposed to be set to time with the previous track, so I have to reprogram it because this is this isn't your standard looping station, so because I made it all myself, but I have to adjust and reprogram it. I went back to 48 kilohertz. I think that's the problem. It was supposed to be 44 kilohertz. All right, so I'm gonna fix this thing and get back and get that thing working. So, and I'll work up my schedule for Monday. But I'm also gonna be here Sunday. Don't forget Sunday at noon Pacific time, where I do all the cover tunes, kind of like what I do at the country club. Why did my thing stop moving? My video stopped moving in the background. I was supposed to loop. Oh my God, that's loud. So yeah, I'm gonna play. Let's see, Sunday. Yes, Sunday at noon Pacific time. I will be here playing a bunch of covers, and maybe I might do it up in the living room or something because I have to play with this and see if I can see how well it can stream from my phone using these guys here from my amp. So I may do a you know what? I may do a stream tomorrow to experiment with that. So keep your eyes out. Follow me. I don't know where I'm going, but follow me. See, I'm like totally drawing a blank. I have nothing. There's nothing in my head. It's just there's stuff falling out. I'm just kind of dead today. I apologize. So just run the song and roll the credits here, because I'm an idiot. Let me restart this. So if anybody remembers this song, Adelaide, this instrumental was when right after I first bought this electronic drum kit. This was my first thing I recorded and came up with. It's maybe cello. Yeah, right. I don't even know how to play the freaking guitar. You want me to play cello? The cello will be in the room, maybe in the room with me. All right, so I'll make it work. I promise. All right, so everybody hang in there. Thanks, peace, love, and hugs, and thanks for coming, and love you all. Oh, I gotta turn the volume up. Stefan. There's Monet. There's my sister. Mr. E, Miss V.